If you're new to the Bellababy W40 wearable breast pump, then stick around, as in this video I am going to walk you through the different components that make up the Bellababy wearable breast pump, as well as how to set it up and how to use it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. It really does help. And if you would love more how-to videos, reviews, and my tips and tricks, then make sure you hit subscribe. All right, so let's dive on in and take a look at the different components that make up the Bellababy wearable breast pump. Now, what I love about this pump is that there are very minimal parts. You have your collection cup, so this is where all the milk gets collected. You have your flange, or also known as a breast shield. This one is a 24 millimeter. You have your linker, you have your diaphragm, your duckbill valve, and your pump motor hub. Now this is the brain of your pump. This is what drives all the suction. All right, so how does this all go together? Well, first we are going to start by connecting the diaphragm to your linker. It simply slides on the top and you are going to want to push down around the sides. Now, having a secure seal is critical when it comes to your breast pump. Without it, you are not going to have the same level of suction. It needs that great seal for the suction to form. Once you have attached that, we are going to attach your duckbill valve to the linker. You want to line it up so the opening aligns with the flat surface of the duckbill valve, and you simply push that on. You can turn it if you need to. Next, we are going to attach your completed linker to your collection cup. Now you can see in your collection cup you have these little grooves. They align with these little parts on your completed linker. So you're going to want to lift this a little bit and line it in, and then you just move it around a little bit until you hear it click in. You can turn it over and see how it looks if it's in place and you've got the alignment. Next, you are going to want to attach your flange to your collection cup. Now on this, you will notice that there is a little groove in the seal. This lines up with your pouring spout on the top. You want to make sure these line up. If they are off center to each other, then you'll end up potentially with your milk spilling everywhere or not being able to pour your milk when it comes to the time. So roughly line them up and then push your flange in. You can then move this around slightly as you need. Once you've got your alignment, I like to lift up the side of the seal a little bit, and then you can push it around, making sure again you get that really secure seal. And you push that around. Again, run your fingers around the outside, give it that really solid seal. And lastly, we are going to attach your pump motor to your collection cup, and that's simply, you can see it's got a little bit here that lines with the groove. The writing comes to the back, and that simply just pushes on. And that is your completed Bellababy wearable breast pump. So let's take a look at how to actually use it. So firstly, when you go to use your breast pump, you are going to want to align your nipple with the center of the flange. You don't want it off a little bit, or you're going to end up with potentially a sore nipple, or it's not going to be as effective when it comes to your expression. So line that up centrally with your nipple, and it goes nice and straight. You don't want to be leaning all around because potentially you will end up with leaks. So you just put it on nice and straight. And then if we pretend we are wearing this and we are looking down, you can then turn on your pump motor. So you simply hold in the power button and your pump will turn on. Now, the great thing about the Bellababy is that there are 4 different modes. So I'll run you through those quickly. You have your stimulation, which is represented by the droplet. Now, this is your to stimulate your let down, so your milk flow. You run this for about 2 to 3 minutes until your milk is flowing. And then you have 3 different options. You can change to your expression mode, which is longer suctions, and this is to draw out your milk. You can switch to the variation or mix mode, and this is a mix between the short, sharp stimulation and the longer, drawn out expression suctions. So if you listen for a second, you can hear the difference in the types of suction. Or you can switch to the depth mode. Now, this is an intense mode that just gets stronger and stronger and stronger until it releases. So it will build up, build up, build up, and then release. Now, this one is more for experienced pumpers. If you're a first-time pumper, I would recommend starting on the expression or on the mix mode. The depth is definitely more for experienced pumpers. One thing about pumping is it is not necessarily the suction level or the intensity of the suction that will increase your milk supply. Is also really linked in with your comfort levels. So you want to make sure that you are comfortable so the milk will flow. So again, keep that in mind. If you want to increase your suction level, so this is currently on 1, you simply hit the plus button and that will increase the suction strength, or you can decrease it. Now this will go up to 9 different suction levels, which I really do love because it gives you more control over your comfort. You can see on here that you have a timer. So I love an inbuilt timer. It again gives you more control and allows you to adapt your pumping session as needed. You can see as well that you have a battery. This tells us how charged our battery is. So this is about half charged. The 3 batteries is fully charged, and when it goes to the 1 and starts blinking, that means you need to pop it on to charge straight away. To turn off your pump, you simply hold the off button. Now when we are going to take the pump off, so your pumping session is finished, you are going to want to turn your pump off and then lean slightly forward, and then gently get your fingers and push them between your nipple, your breast, your nipple and the cup, and gently release the suction. You don't want to be pulling your pump straight off. That is really going to hurt and potentially damage your nipple, especially because it's got the suction already in. So lean forward slightly so your milk doesn't spill everywhere and gently release that suction. Once you have released it, you can remove the pump, line up your pouring spout with your container and simply pour it in. Once you have emptied your collection cup, you are then going to want to pull it all apart, and any of the components that have come into contact with the breast milk, so all your silicone components, these will need to be washed in warm soapy water. I do love that the Bellababy parts are top shelf dishwasher safe, so that does make cleaning a little bit easier. At the same time, I recommend that you pop your pump onto charge. Whilst it does have 120 minutes to 140 minutes battery life, which is around 6 to 7 pumping sessions, I always like to pop it on charge just in case, so then you have it ready for when you really need it. If you have any questions about how the pump works, if I haven't covered anything and you've still got your question, please make sure to ask it in the comments and I will answer it the very best I can. I hope this video has helped and happy pumping.